Hey everybody, this is Rock Queen 71 coming at you live from my headquarters in Rocklahoma. Sunday. And it's going to be a crazy night. And a hot and crazy day here in Rocklahoma. And as always, we talk about recovery, mental health. No politics. No politics. There's a lot going on in the political world right now. And one shocker, because Senator Lindsey Graham, after he talked to Skalinski, passed away suddenly. They think it's a aortic rupture. R.I.P. to him, and my prayers go out to his family. Hi, Quick Shoe. Hi, Mama Snoop. What's up? Did you get my message, my reply to you? Mama? Quick Shoe, what's the weather in your neck of the woods? Oh, all right. Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter at all. It's a beautiful day. I'm always wondering when I come out here if this one limb or two limbs are gonna break and just fall on top of me. And there is a bird jumping from branch to branch. I wish I could show you guys, but he's too quick. No, wait, no, wait, hold on. You did not. Oh, wow. Mama. Oh, Mama. Ooh, you should have never done that. But I do love you. I know, but oh my God. Hi, Cool, what's up? Hi, Laura. Did you like that serenade? In my Jersey raspy, smoky voice of wisdom voice. You'd have to. Believe me. I'm very humbled when people do that stuff for me, okay? Because I want you guys to have an awesome, positive experience without, like, feeling the guilt like some streams do. Like, press that subscribe button, press that join button. Here's my Venmo Cash App, or whatever. You know what I mean? I've been on streams like that, and it sucks. It's sickening. I'm just saying. I'm not... That's them. 6 pairs. I'm not a fly, you know. What am I going to do with 6 pairs? Well, Laura, we women call it foreplay. Right, Mama? Hi, English, how are you? Smiling's better than crying. 450 miles. Hey, Mama. Jim has a lot of foreplay cash in his bank account. It hasn't been all used yet. If you know what I'm saying. Hold on, guys. I have to do something real quick. Hold on, guys. I have to do something real quick. There we go. Alright. So, what's up? Mama Snoop is like, it takes more muscle to frown than it does to smile. Yeah! Very agreed. Alright, guys. I love you all. For those that don't know me, I'm Rock Queen 71 coming at you live from my headquarters in Rocklahoma. It's Sunday. The Guardians aren't playing. Hi, Mimi. Z. It's not one of those cigarettes. I don't do California sober. Your alarm went off? What? When I came up on here? You'd be surprised. There's a couple people that have their alarm set to me. What a wake-up call, huh? Baseball is not baseball anymore. I swear they suck. All the teams suck. Oh, you're... Yeah, so it's gonna be a wild night and a crazy hot day. How about that? But we love crazy around here. I'm from Jersey. You should have seen what happened last night. That's what I'm gonna say. Check the VOD out. Anyway, for those that don't know, Queen 71 coming at you live from my headquarters in Rocklahoma. And the only reason why I share is to share my experience, faith, and hope with you guys. That if you are struggling with drugs and alcohol, that you too can have a better life. You too can break the bondage of the drugs and alcohol and whatever addiction you're going through. And also with mental illness. I go through depression, anxiety, panic attacks. I think a little OCD. From last night, I think I'm suffering from post-traumatic stress disorder and all that. So, life is good, guys. Life is good. If I can get myself clean and sober, you can too. Speaking of which, I've been off crack and heroin since 2004, alcohol since 2011, and the only reason I stream is to share my experience, faith, and hope with you guys. So anyway, before we kick off the stream, we always pray. For those that want to join me, God bless you. And for those that don't want to join because you're atheist, agnostic, whatever, God bless you too. I hope you find God one day. But we do this to set the foundation of the stream. Alright, so here we go. Dear Heavenly Father, please let this stream be a beacon of light for those that are struggling with addiction, alcoholism, any kind of addiction, and or mental illness. Let them come out of the light into the stream so we can encourage them, help them, uplift them, and just love on them as best as we can. Please, God, guide us on the stream. Let your presence be known. Let your love be known. We appreciate your guidance and wisdom so much. And we appreciate what you have given us, which is the gift of sobriety, our life, and the opportunity to stream on YouTube so we can spread the wildfire, so we can create a wildfire change. And God, I am so grateful that I have another day clean, and sober. In the name of Jesus we pray. Amen. I screwed up a little bit. But that's alright. What's up, Starve? Amen, amen, amen. Hallelujah. He is here. He is all over. Yes, God is. Let me give you guys a cyber love hug. Cyber love hug. There you go. Life is beautiful, guys. Gabby, what's up? Yes, it is. My hair's like a mess, but thanks, Rick. They're my signature look. That's right, I am a big mama. Sobriety has been good to me, Captain. I'm big and beautiful and sober, just the way I like it. More cushion for the pushing, if you know what I mean. Wink, wink. I know, TMI, 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 I know. I will admit, guys, you know, I can lose a pounds, okay? I'll admit that. But I think it would help my, five, I don't know. No, these are my glasses. Bad Bunny stole them from me. So if you see Bad Bunny, tell him I want them back. Okay? Oh, really? It's on. What? You're hooked on me? There goes the neighborhood right there. If you're hooked on me, you're in big. Seriously. So how is everybody doing today? Hooked on Fox worked for me. I remember that back in the late 80s, right? You better say that, Dish, or I was going to ban you. Man, Dip, what's up, brother? Let me give you a cyber love hug. What's up? Well, God bless you too. It's great to see you here. It's going to be a wild, crazy night. It's going to be a hot day. It has been a hot day. The temperature has been dropping. Hi, Rep. No, I'm just me. I'm just from Jersey. Rep, I'm going to tell you something. A lot of people come here, well, for trolling, of course. But I have the armor of God on, and I don't give a shit because I've been in this game for a long time. So trolls don't do anything. So, I'm just me. And the reason why I give cyber hugs out is to show my appreciation and love towards you guys for spending time with me, for taking the time out of your day to spend it with me. And believe it or not, guys, believe it or not, Rep, a lot of people need hugs. Even if it's a cyber hug, they can actually feel it. Do you need a hug? Rep? Cyber hugs are for free. How you doing, Justin? Do you need a hug? Z? See, if you need a hug, for you, it's not for free, it's $5. I know you do. Rep is like, that's awesome, Rocket. This world is so evil. It's good to give a little back. Cyber hugs for everyone. Jesus loves you all for real. Take it out my tab. Sure, I'll do that. So I'm gonna give you guys a huge, much love hug. I love you guys. You make the Queen's Light Brigade. I don't. Excuse me. You guys make the Queen's Light Brigade. You are creating a wildfire change in this world. I know we're not going to get all the darkness in the world, but we're going to fight like hell to get rid of it. You guys are creating the army. You guys are spreading the wildfire and not letting it diminish. So here we go, guys. Here we go. You ready? Arms out. Or put your, you know what? Put your phone by your heart. Okay? Here we go. I love you. Cyber, much love. Love of that. I know I did. You guys, I'm telling you, I get reports on how much this Queen's Light Brigade has grown. every day, little by little. And I'm telling you, it's overwhelming just to see the numbers, okay? How did it feel, JJ's? This man says I have a pacemaker, you know, electromagnetic radiation when I put the phone to my chest caused a heart attack. Thanks a lot, Rocket Queen. Well, at least you're not like Lindsey Graham right now. That's not funny either. I'm just... No problem. To me, that was shocking. I was up in the middle of the night working on my stream or doing whatever. And then I go on YouTube and they said, you know, breaking news. Senator Lindsey Graham from South Carolina within hours of meeting Zelensky. And you know what? Let me... right away I said, oh my God. Putin poisoned him. Or something. Tish, what's up? We know what you mean. Rocket Queen. What's up? You say cool, Tish? What is? No, when I said, when I saw that, right away I said, oh, Putin poisoned him or Zelensky poisoned him. Listen, a lot of people that are conspiracy theorists, they go right to that. So I guess I'm a conspiracy theorist. But, yeah, so I know I'm not the only one. See, I'm not alone. I'm not alone. But they did a preliminary autopsy on him, and he said that his aortic valve burst. I think John Ritter from Three's Company, that happened to him. Because he just met Zelensky, what? A few hours before, and then, oh my God, I know we're talking about politics. I'm sorry. I'm breaking my own rule here. But then I saw CNN, fake news, but CNN did an interview with Donald Trump. And Donald Trump says, he called me around 6:30 yesterday evening, and it happened right after that. So, who knows what, you know. But let's not talk about Mitch McConnell. Hi, Alex, how are you? Hi, EDT. How are you? You did? They're fun, right? But they're my signature look. And Mama Snoop, Mama's very naughty. Mama Snoop asked me the other day, yesterday, I have something in the cart for you. Where do I send it? And I'm like, she doesn't have to do this. So I sent her my email, okay? And so she just told me she bought 6 pairs. Because the other one, wait, where are they? Oh. We were going to have a funeral for my glasses on Friday. Thanks, EDT. Well, tell your mother, hold on before you go. This is for you, EDT, and your ma, okay? Straight from Oklahoma. EDT and ma, this is for you. Son of a... There you go. Yeah, RP. We have... Joe, how was work last night? Hold on. Joe, I love you. You're like a side when you come on. Cyber lover to Joe. It was great. Wasn't busy or anything. That's right, Volker. You know why? You know why? Because he's living vicariously through me. So you are so right. On, brother. How are you, Volker? How many channels have you trolled today? Give me a number. I'll say 57. $67? I was going to say 69 because 69 is my lucky number. I wonder why. Wink, wink. Keep on doing what you're doing. Where are you from, Volker? What? Well, it is. I'm not gonna lie. You're from Germany. Oh, that explains everything then. Volker. I love you too. I sure must. What's up? Well, since Joe is an RN, let her explain it. I'm curious how you would explain that, Joe. I love you. See? Wild night. Crazy day. My husband was stationed in Germany, in Nuremberg, back in 1987, I think. No, 1985 to 1989. So, Dishpan's like, welcome to the Queen's Light Brigade, creating a wildfire change with each live stream. Like and subscribe for love, laughs, and unhinged real talk. Thanks, you're the best, okay? I love you. And I just want to say one thing, too, to Dish. Jim appreciates your friendship, and he appreciated that text that you sent him. Okay? You're hold on. So I'm not trying to sub you. So Joe says, I'm so don't want me to explain that we would get banned. No, I only get banned for playing copyrighted music. You live near hold on. Uh, oh, another guy from Germany. How's that? Hi, Alex. How are you? You were stationed in Germany in 1995 to 97. I salute all military men and women. Thank you for defending our country, defending our liberties and freedoms. I salute you all. And I mean that. So you're living near Hamburg. Hold on. Nicholas is like, you're a sure firecracker queen. You have no idea. Ask this. Ask my husband. He would know. But I'm not like that explosion that happened yesterday. Well, maybe I am. Right? Hi, how are you? Welcome to the Queen's Light Brigade. Well, Joe was going to talk about or explain the 69. Oh, it's up there. It's up there. It really is. I committee. Nope. You're asking for trouble. Trouble finds me. I don't make trouble. Trouble finds me. You should have seen me back in my addiction, Joe. Forget it. I mean that. You wouldn't want to know me back there. Oh, hold on. Cyberhug, what's up? Are you serious? Wait a minute. I have to fix that, Tyson. Oh, hold on. Yeah, I see now. All right. So, guys, please pray for the souls in the military in the Strait of Hormuz right now. You'll soon find out why. As said, yes, I agree with you. And this doesn't involve politics either. Okay? But yeah. It's all. That's what I need to create my rockets blast off so I can rant and do whatever. Now, wait a minute. Hold on. I'm pressing here and I can't get. Oh my God. Tyson, I can't. Nope. I can't do it. I have to go back to my studio. Not now, but. Sorry about that, Tyson. Alright, hold on. We're missing people here. Joe's like, girl, I can only imagine. LOL. I don't remember the whole last year of my addiction. They used to call me the Jersey Devil's daughter. Because my mouth was Spitfire, okay? And I was very combative and all that crap. Alright, hold on. I knew I recognized your face. Hold on. Hold on. Who said they were sober? And this pants, no. It's about, hold on. The safety and the salvation doesn't matter the politics. Lives and souls are at risk regardless. I agree with that. Never. They should have invented UFC back then for women. I would have kicked Ronda Rousey's ass if that was the case. Did you ever see, hold on, did you see the last match she was in? It only lasted for 13 seconds. 13 seconds. Now tell me that's not fraud. Bullshit. That was all set up. I was getting picked up on a warrant that I didn't know I had. I had interactions with the cops, and this was 3 years into my sobriety. That's the consequence of your actions, you know. Just like when and you know this for a fact, Joe, too, that just because you're clean and sober doesn't mean that you're free from the consequences, because medically, you can have consequences too. And financially. Serves like you would make a great peer support counselor. Living, it's up to you. In fact, I'll burn one with you. And no, this is not what you think it is. It's these. Hi, user, what's up? Hell's yeah! Sorry, guys. Devo asked me this. How many times have you been in rehab? One handful of times. I went to Turning Point 3 times, which is in Cedar Grove, New Jersey. I went to Amboy Medical, and that was one time. Carrier Foundation twice, and to me that was like a country club. I love Turning Point the best. Or in Cedar Grove, New Jersey. I went to new beginnings, new views. I went to a lot of detoxes. The Bridge Rehab in Northeast Philadelphia. Sorry, continue. And there were some psych wards mixed into it because they didn't have any beds in detox. It's alright. Starve says I have 10 more days at this rehab, then it's off to Kentucky. Where are you at a rehab? And were you mandated there by a judge? And I appreciate the compliment about being a peer counselor. I'm just me. That's it. I'm nobody special. Don says, been a while since I've been on, going through rough times, God bless. What's going on, Don? Talk to me, Don. Yeah, but where? I know we talked about the Veterans Affairs, but where? We have a hospital in Lyons, New Jersey. And it's the worst veterans hospital in the U.S. Maybe they cleaned it up. You know, I don't know. But to me, there was some stories from that place. And I think there too to get dried out. North Carolina. Yo, Anthony, what's up? What's up? How are you? The Queen's Light Brigade. Are you anxious to get back home? Starve? Are you nervous about it? I can't wait to get out. But, like I said before, I wanted to do my own thing. I was doing it for everybody else, like my mom, my kids, probation, the judge. You know what I'm saying? But I think the last time I went to rehab, I was a lot more anxious because I was taking it more seriously. You know what I mean? The last rehab I went to, it was like a detox rehab, you know, and they have meetings, and they have, you know, meetings from the H&I, which is Hospitals and Institutions, you know, Association from AA, right? And so they called a meeting. All right, I'll go. And they're sitting there in the chair was my old baseball coach, Mr. Cook. And so he focused on me. He put all the sitting around, and he was with his son Richard, who actually hung himself. Wake I ever went to. What happened? But I think by seeing him really made me stronger. And he was dying of cancer and stuff. He didn't look too good. But that was the last time I ever saw him alive, was in rehab. Alright, so Star's like, well, I will not go home. Not 3 months, post-traumatic stress disorder. And there's a lot of drugs there too, right? I mean, there's a lot of drugs everywhere. But I'm just saying. Can't they put you in a halfway house for sober living? I never went to a halfway house. I had a chance to go to Mrs. Wilson's in Morristown, New Jersey, and Mrs. Wilson used to visit there. Bill Wilson's wife. I used to know Sam Kinison. He was a pig. I used to be in a heavy metal band back in the 80s called Vicious Bite. Okay? And yeah, I hung with that son of a bitch. He was trying to get himself clean, okay? But he was a real, you know. Lexington, Kentucky, yes. I could do 2 years here in the Veterans Restoration Quarters. How come I can't? I would take that opportunity. Hey, how you doing, roomies? I'm doing rocktastic. Streamlabs does its own thing at times. I have no control over it. I fix that thing every day and it still doesn't work. The joys of streaming, guys. The joys of streaming. Welcome to my world. What was your favorite TV show? Oh, God. From the 80s? It was like Facts of Life, Silver Spoons, Benson, Different Strokes, Alice. That's the least enthusiastic sounding rocktastic ever. Alright, hold on. Ready? Rocktastic! Yeah! There. Did I blow out your eardrums? Or no, wait, hold on. Oh, Nightcore, yeah! That was a good Alf? I really didn't like Alf. But that was Small Wonder. That was really a freaky show. Small wonder, and robot was named Vicky. Well, why do you think I watched that show? Because my name is Vicky. I'd spell it like hers, but yeah, who's the boss? Charles in charge. Well, oh my God, you guys. What's up, Rick? Guess what? I'm vertical. I'm vertical. I'm vertical. Woo! If you pay me $1 million, I'll do it. Rusty. Three's Company. Race American Hero. Yes! But now Melissa Milano is woohoo! Because Weird Hollywood. And Danny, I saw an interview with him a couple days ago, and he's gay. I don't care if he's gay or not. But he doesn't really make much money on gratuity. Mama's Family, yeah! Archie Bunker's place after Gold, oh, of course, Gold Girls. I mean, God. Thank you for being a friend. Quantum Leap with Scott Bakula. I actually like that show. Maud was in the 70s. And that show was very controversial, but that was a spinoff from All in the Family. And R.I.P. to Norm Lear that came up with all these ideas for these shows. I like the Carol Burnett show too. Woody Harrelson. He took Coach's place when he died. I loved Coach. Ted Danson was on it. I'm rocktastic. All right, you can't hear me? You can't hear me? Okay, I got something for you. Okay? Can you hear me now? Yeah! I told you I got something for you. Can you hear me now? That should be clipped. I used to love songs by Keith Sweat. No, wait. No. Streamlabs, you suck. Hold on. When I whisper, even the neighbors half a mile away can hear me. No joke. You know why? Because I'm the voice of reason. Love you, Mugs. You asked for it. Well, check them out. Yeah. Rocket Queen ASMR. I like that. I should do that. And all these freaks and trolls will come in. And I'll just blast their ears off. Alright, you even manage to yell when you're whispering somehow. You asked him!
What was all that? I was down at the pond.
What?
And I heard you screaming my name. Making noise, screaming. What's going on?
I wasn't screaming.
Yeah.
I wasn't screaming your name, honey. Honey, come here for a minute. I don't know what you were...
What were you saying, Vic?
Come here.
I'm a half a mile away and I heard you screaming.
Yeah, you... Oh, no, I was actually whispering. I was whispering. Ask this man, he knows. Ask anybody on the chat.
You called me over here.
No, I didn't. I did not call you over here.
Come over here.
I did not. You need a hearing aid. He's in one of those moods again, guys. Yeah, Oscar the Grouch. Thanks, Buckster. He's part Bigfoot. He has such a hairy back and ass. Check out like my shorts on him. Yeah, I'm saying your name, honey. Jim. I said him, not Jim, but you know. Unfreaking believable. I'm gonna tell you something. And last night he's like, oh, you were belittling me on stream last night. No, I wasn't. Not because that's in the past. Let's not go there. But I haven't known, okay? We had a 59th birthday stream for Jim. He had the best time, you know, and now he's this, you know, so. He's just, I need water. I'm going to tell you this, guys. He needs therapy. And I've been telling him that for the past 6 months. Okay? He knows it. What, Rick? About yesterday? Or right now? Oh, yeah, because of the siren. Right. He took out the siren, so he knows what's on it. But yeah, maybe, but still in all, just the way he was acting. Yeah, Niagara. Do you think this is from Niagara Falls? It's probably from the sewer plant in Tulsa. I'm just saying. I apologize for that, guys. You know, he should know better. Cynthia, I remember you, my little Miss Greeter. But not under this name, I don't. Keep Tweaks. Cynthia was my little Miss Greeter. And I have been thinking about you. If that's really you. The last time we talked was I was in my wildfire studio. Okay? And you were talking about, I don't know if you were on a dating site or what. And you sent this guy a picture of you, and he said you didn't look pretty and all that stuff. I have been wondering about you. Yeah, exactly, this. But you remember Cynthia Dish, right? Alright, and you're Cynthia, where are you from? Alright. It's her. I miss you. I've been missing you. I've been wondering about you. Okay? Because after that last conversation, I thought, oh, you know, this guy, you know, changed his mind and, yeah. I love you, Cynthia. You're my little Miss Greeter. You know, you'll find love one day. I know you will. There's other fish in the sea. You know, when you're not looking for it, they'll find it. Trust me, because that's what happened to Jim. Oh, wow. No, I believe her. Hi, Star. I don't know if you remember me, but I'm the one that my cat passed away a couple weeks ago. I sure do. But listen, guys, I have a good memory. I did a lot of drugs in my time and stuff, and my brain is so intact. I've known people that done less. Or I have friends or acquaintances that did a lot more than me and that are like this, but I'm praying I can get a phone soon. Well, you can. If you're on assistance, you can get a free phone. Did you know that? Through Straight Talk. Yeah, she had a real big leg infection. I've been staying with her, and her boyfriend is in jail. I've been there a while, not sure if he's being released. What is he in jail for? Oh, I'm sorry, Star. What kind of dog? Oh. Chips, who was from Jersey, and I had Cody, and I have a picture of Cody and Chips like comforting each other. They knew they were dying, and yeah, double whammy there. I didn't think about that. My mind has not been right. Stealing a firearm while he's on probation. Oh, that's really nice. Why did he need a firearm? That's a nice name. Yeah, when you have pets, they're like family, and then when they die close to each other, it's even harder. I have my cat Magellan over here. Here, wait, right over there by that stump. I had a grave marker, but my next when he did the lawn, he broke it up, so I have to get another one. Oh, Tiffany! Breakfast at Tiffany's. How are you? Yeah, it's been a while. Well, he needs to be locked up. He wasn't threatening you guys with it, was he? You can get a free cell phone from the government through Straight Talk. I think it's called SafeLink. Check that name out, SafeLink, because I think that's where you can get your phone for free. But you have to provide certification that you're on disability or food stamps or housing or whatever. Malcolm, it's Metallica! Motorhead! I used to party with those guys. Really? I was in a band called Vicious Spite, okay, back in the 80s. And I opened up for GNR, okay, Ozzy, Lemmy, Motorhead. My son, Sean, it's sad. I still talk to Claire, his girlfriend, but now I think she turned ex-girlfriend, okay? But I still try to be there for her. I feel like it's morally right to support her. You know what I mean? I haven't heard from Sean. I haven't even heard from the outreach program to see if they found Sean. So, yeah. So please have your thoughts and prayers go out to my son. He's just existing in Portland, Oregon. He's addicted to meth, fentanyl, God knows what else. He's been out there for a long time, guys. And I just want him to get the help. And I just don't want to get a phone call from a detective in Portland saying, we found his son. It's tough, Joe. My prayers go out to you too, Joe. If you ever need to talk to me, we have to support each other in this. Thanks, Cynthia. And it's sad too because it's like our kids, they've seen the best of us and they've seen the worst of us. We had the good times, we had the fun times, and then we had the terrible times, right? And it's just, somebody asked me the other day about this. Let me break open a Java Monster. Get your cans out. Ready? Java Monster is the only looking fuel for this rock queen. Hell yeah! And then Joe, he'll bring up, like he won't remember the good times. Or, she would say, so uncomfortable around you. But yet, if you looked at videos, no, it's all being fed by the internet. Look at my bio. There's my email. And we'll go on from there. What, you can? When did that happen? I never saw it. I'll check that out. I can't look it now. Thanks, Rick. Here, Mama, that's my email address. Ray. Well, Ray of Sunshine Roy. Hi, Roy. How you doing? Cyber Love. Maybe that's a good thing. That it's muted. I know, I never tried it either. They're doing a lot of changes on... Yes, I did. AM. I was up in the middle of the night working on stuff on my stream and whatever. And all of a sudden, I see a ticker saying, breaking news. Senator Lindsey Graham unexpectedly died at the age of 71. Well, of course, like when they were saying, well, he met with Skalinsky and all that, and I'm thinking, oh my God, he got poisoned or something. But of course, everybody's going to think that because of how things are in the world. But they said that he died from a aortic tear or something like that. I can't do it right now, Tyson. It doesn't matter. It really doesn't. We don't talk about politics really on here. Okay? We'll talk about a smidget. Like, when you ask me, well, did you know that Lindsey Graham died today? Yeah, I did. So, yeah. Politics really sucks the life out of the stream because everybody has their opinions on certain things or certain values or, and all that stuff. But thank you for understanding, Am. I appreciate you. I get trolls where it's like, are you for Israel? Oh, and Ali Barkbar, whatever, whatever. And it's like, whatever. And they're kids doing it. Like, are you for Palestine? Like, whatever, I just roll with the punches, go with the flow. How are you, AM, today? And where are you from? Oh, it was fine, and I'm from Iran. They have internet over there? They have internet over there still? Listen, I'm going to say this. I accept anybody on my stream as long as they're respectful and they're uplifting and all that. I don't care if they're Muslim, Catholic, Episcopal, Jewish, whatever. I'm like that. I like to learn about different cultures and everything else. I think it all comes down to because my grandmother was born in New Zealand. That's right, Joe. We're trying to bring back the word human back into humanity. You're not religious, but that's okay. Yeah. For those who don't know me, I'm Rock Queen 71 coming at you live from my headquarters in Rocklahoma. It's a wild night, and it's a hot day. But we're fighting through it. I'm doing this so you don't have to. And so, I do this to share my experience, strength, and hope with people that they too can achieve sobriety, maybe with addiction, alcoholism, if they're going through some mental illness like depression, anxiety, panic attacks, OCD, whatever. I'm human, all right. I'm very vigilant about my sobriety, but sometimes when I deal with my back pain, I get into a very, very dark place. I bet it is. I'm not. Yeah, I bet. What's up, metal? I should be an MC, right, metal? Have you ever come to the U.S.? I know in 1979, you guys had revolution over there. You know how I know? They actually have a video game called 1979. It was about the Iranian Revolution. It was a good game, too. Very insightful. You're actually saying so now so I can travel? Well, I hope you get to see America because despite all our flaws in history and what's going on politically, we are still the greatest country in the world. I hear ya. Just stay safe. What's up, Jeff? Jeffy and Jeff. It's great to see you. Next week, I am going to find help. I will try to change. Let's see what happens. One step at a time. Let me give you a cyber hug, Jeff. It is. But a lot of Americans are just... It is what it is right now. But Jeff, that is good to hear. It's not going to hurt you getting help. And if you talk to a counselor and all that, then just go on to the next one. You understand what I mean? And instead of getting a female, get a male counselor. Because male counselors know what male persons go through. And if you ever need to talk, Jeff, I'm here. Even though I'm not male, but, I'm always here for you. You're doing the right thing, Jeff. You really are. How's it going? Where's the love? Yeah, where is the love? I'll show you where the love is right here. Hold on. Cyber Lover! This is where the love's at. You're from Canada, eh? Where in Canada? Liverpool? I want to hold your hand. I want to hold your hand. McGowan, how's the weather over there? And have you ever seen Paul McCartney or Ringo Starr? Welcome. Thanks, love. They're my signature look. Northern Ontario, on the shore of Lake Superior, right by where the locks are. Love, the St. Lawrence locks. You know what I'm talking about, right? We went up there too to see the St. Lawrence locks. Jeff is like, I am tired of pushing people away. I won't let anyone get close to me. I have to learn how to trust. It's gonna only get worse. This coming up week, it's gonna get worse. Here in Oklahoma, where we're at, it's gonna be 121 degrees Fahrenheit. But Jeff, you're trusting us. You don't even know me. You don't even know Joe or Rick, and you're sharing about it. So that's a step in the right direction too. How much is your electric bill over in Liverpool? All right, hold on. I'm getting. Evil Rick says, Jeff, trust is a hard one. It's not easy to earn trust, but it's very easy to kill it. Ain't that the truth, Rick? And you know who I'm thinking about when you said that, right? I'm not gonna mention their names or the crew that they're in. So AM's like, good for the guy from the UK because we're melting as the hot weather queen. I don't know how weather is in the US, but it's so warm and annoying in here in Iran. Oh, hold on. Hi, Fishy, what's up? $30 a month for your electric? I thought they were going through an energy crisis there. $35 is nothing. Here at my house, it's like $200. I trust you because you don't know me and you can't hurt. I would never hurt you. And I mean that. Now, if I was back in my addiction, yeah, I think I would have most likely it would happen. Love says, I struggle with mental health issues too. I find it easier to talk on the line. I'm an introvert. My husband is too. Can you tell that I'm an extrovert? Nah, not me. Hold on, guys. I'm getting... Joe, what are you cooking us? Joe? What are you cooking us? That's right, Joe. Here at the Queen's Light Brigade, guys, we are here for each other. We're here to uplift each other. We're here to encourage each other. We celebrate each other's milestones, like with recovery. Say if you have like 2 years of recovery with meth or heroin or whatever, or even if you're in recovery from mental health, like maybe you haven't had a panic attack in 6 months. Maybe you didn't go through your ritual with OCD in 2 months. That's a milestone, guys. What's up, Boston? You too. I guess you didn't get my email address either, huh, Bill? How you doing, fishing? Hold on. Cyber love hugs. Cyber love hugs. Don't keep her fishing. She's cooking us dinner. What are you cooking us for dinner, Joe? We're hungry too. Love says a liter of gas for a car is getting to be almost $2 a liter. That's about $8 a gallon. I had to ask my husband how much gas is. I think it's $4 now, if I'm not mistaken. I have to ask him. Joe, you're not answering my question. What are you cooking us for dinner? We are so hungry. She's avoiding the question, guys. That's Canada? That's a good song by Winger. Stay no, it's yeah. Stay hungry. No, Stay Hungry's from Twisted Sister. Hot Pockets, really? So how many Hot Pockets do you have? You have enough for... Wait. I love Hot Pockets. I love the Philly cheesesteak ones. So I hope you have enough Hot Pockets for us. Because I like 2 Hot Pockets at the same time. Are you going to serve Coca-Cola with it? I love Coca-Cola too, you know. Joe, Joe, we are all hungry. Yeah, that was a good song too. Yeah. By Ledbetter. Jimmy, I know Jesus loves me, but because he created the Queen's Light Brigade. I submitted that years ago from a... I'm still rocking here, okay? So I know he loves me, and he loves you too. All right, who's gonna pick me up? Fish? Fish. What time are you gonna pick me up? Rick, what time are you gonna pick me up to go to Joe's? Fish, what time are you gonna pick me up to go to Joe's? You're in the drive. All right, hold on. Hold on. I'm checking now. Hold on. All right, here we go. We're going to the driveway. Let's see. Oh, there's a nice bright sun. Look at that. I hope this doesn't answer me, fish. Oh, there's a bunny rabbit. You see the bunny rabbit? Hopping along. Can you see it? He's hiding between the big blades of grass. He's hiding. Can you see that? All right. So, fish, is this your car? Is that your car? Is that your car? Fish. Fish. Where did you go, fish? Did Bigfoot ambush you or something like that and take you back in the woods? That's your car. But you're not around. Huh? Well, you're not in the shed. So where are you? Huh? So where are you? You're up in the tree? Oh, man. Did Bigfoot take you up in the tree? I ain't know Bigfoot. So I didn't know Bruce could climb trees. Where? I'm point. All right. So if I point to a tree, you're gonna say yes or no. Let's see. Wait. You know, I'm gonna be looking up. I'm looking up right here. Nope, you're not in that tree. You're not in that tree. I don't think. I'm looking up. No. Where are you? Fish? Where are you? Should I use my megaphone? Should I use my megaphone? Hold on. Let's see if you're up this tree. All right, let's see. Oh, you're not. Nope. I think if you two went up in that tree, you would break the tree. So, no. Not in that tree either. You could be up in this tree. No, I don't think so. Where are you? Now you're invisible. What did Bruce give you? Ayahuasca? You're invisible? Did Bruce give you ayahuasca? to make you invisible or something? Is that his new potion? Huh? Joe's like, you might have. Wait, Joe's like, you might have found me in a tree a time or two when I was a kid. LOL. No, you'll scare Jim again. I left for 5 minutes and came back. I chatter in the trees in your yard. You never get boring. No, but Fish said driveway. Right? And then he's like, no, I'm not in your driveway, I'm up the tree now. I'm like, really? Yes, I am. Proud of it, too. Look. Where are you now? Give me a sign. Fishing. How much ayahuasca did you drink from Bruce? You were in Delaware last week? What, up a tree? Joe? Atlantic City, huh? I used to go to AC a lot. A lot of ayahuasca. And Joe was up in the tree in Delaware recently. Wow, you guys are tree huggers, aren't you? So, Fish, give me a sign where you're at. If you're, tell Bruce to, throw a stone or something. Or stick at me or something. You were up the tree for work, huh, Joe? So instead of a tree doctor, they had to have a tree nurse. Fish! Where are you, Fish? You're in triage now? Oh, you mean Joe? What? Yeah, triage. You're in triage now? Where's the triage, Fish? In Delaware, huh? Well, Fish, I hope you have a nice time with Bruce. Lay off on ayahuasca and stuff. Now you're having hot pockets with Joe. With Bruce? You're having hot pockets with Joe and with Bruce. So you guys are having a threesome right now. And you left me out. I thought you were my friends, guys. I thought you were my friends. I thought you were my... I thought you were my friends. I thought you were my friends. Oh. Then you can explain to Bruce the Bigfoot about 69. Joe, see, that should be clip 2. I love you guys. I love having fun with you guys. You know that. And this is like, I think we should call like the white coach with the Nets because she's gone whoo hoo hoo hoo. Yeah, but knowing Bruce, he's gonna eat the 2 Hot Pockets you saved for him because he's so greedy. Because he's on ayahuasca. When he's on ayahuasca, he probably gets the munchies. Oh, you're not gonna have any Hot Pockets for me. I know what you meant. Joe will explain it to you, and she'll also explain 69. But that talk is for Bruce the Bigfoot. If you misspell one more word, you're gonna get banned. And then I'm gonna really know that you drank some ayahuasca with Fish and Bruce the Bigfoot. And I think you were my friends. Triage is supposed to be for immediate care, but unfortunately doesn't work that way most of the time. Now explain to Bruce the Bigfoot what 69 means. You might have to give him a shot of Ativan just to calm him down a little bit because, you know, if you talk like that in front of Bruce the Bigfoot, he might be... It's like if you miss one more word, I think you want we went to the same school as I did. I love you, Joe. I can't imagine you and I having a girls' night out. And I think we would both be locked up. And I would be the instigator. I'm just saying. I'm going to say this show, even though we have issues with our kids, we still love our kids. Okay? But we have to live our lives too. You know? And tough love is a hard thing. I mean, you went through it, I went through it with our parents or with my mom. And Our kids need a lot of tough love. Oh my God, you just don't know. Well, you just don't know either. Remember, I'm from Jersey. See, you didn't need those hot pockets because they're so talking to us. How about that? Yeah, but like I said before, we're going through issues with our kids, and it's hard to see that. But we have to live our own lives too. We have to let go with love. And we just have to just pray. You know. And I truly believe that, because I went through this with my mom, now I can see through her eyes what she went through with me. But I was a lot worse than Sean, I'll tell you that much. But I'm not trying to be like war stories or whatever, but somebody asked me the other night, I think it was Astra that asked me, he said, well, can Sean stay with you and Jim? And I said, yeah, he can. But he has to complete a program. And we had to have a lot of family meetings somehow. But Joe, also that there's many rock bottoms. We went through it. Our parents thought, oh yeah, she's at her rock bottom right now. And then it doesn't turn to be that way, right? People's attitudes towards tough love is like, oh, you can't do that. Oh, you're being so mean to your kids. Oh, you're being so mean to your husbands and wives. Oh, you can't do. Oh, yes, we can. Because by not giving them tough love, you're actually killing them with love. If you know what I'm saying. Tough love saved my life. Exactly. And I'll tell you something. About a year ago, Sean texted Jim. And Sean thought it was my number. It wasn't. So Jim said, yeah, Sean wants to text you. So I texted him, and he wanted $50. Only $50. And I was like, well, let me see your face. Let me see it first. He said, no, Mom, it's not that kind of phone. I can't do it like that. Bullshit. He was bullshitting me. He's like, you're not gonna give me the money if I don't show my face. Listen, it was against my clear conscience to give him that money. Jim actually said, no, we'll give him 100. I was like, 100? He's like, just give him 100. I wish I never did that. And it was a pain in the ass trying to give him the money on Cash App through Facebook or whatever and stuff. But he said it was for like, smokes or cigarette. I don't know what. But I gave it to him like a fool. And I'll tell you one thing, it'll never happen again. And I mean it. I even talked to I'm gonna tell you, I feel guilty about that. Knowing he was using it for the drugs, I give it to him anyway. Okay? But if he ever gets some help, and he needs long-term treatment too. I mean, I'm talking about not... You know what they call long-term treatment now? 3 months. Or a month. I'm talking about a rehab for 18 months. Damned if you do, damned if you don't. I gave him the money without seeing his face. But Claire sent me some pictures of him. He was high as... Okay, whatever. He has no more teeth. Nothing. And he was a good-looking kid. He really was. And... yeah. Just hope and pray that your daughter and my son... I don't know what's going on with my daughter, but I'm pretty sure it's not good. But very handsome in pics, yes. Thanks, Dish. But he was held a lot by my mom. He was held back a lot because of codependency issues and all that stuff. But I haven't heard or thanks, Rick. Well, the same with you, Joe. You know that. Much love to you. You know. Hold on. Cyber lover! Thank you, Fish. Did you have fun? What we did? Did you have fun? Thank you. And you're welcome. Fishing. Did you enjoy what we did? Uh, I'm pretty good at hide and seek too. I can't climb trees though, but no, I even. Uh, Hi, Chad. How are you? Uh, this was like I got flashbacks on my roof while Blitz on crack. What? Just now? I'm sorry you went through that. At least you have us, Dish. We're here with you. Dish says, yes, looking in the trees for that guy. I used to look for shadow people. Oh, wow. We were just trying to have fun, Rick. I'm sorry that triggered you. I have flashbacks at times of certain instances. And Joe's like, I came really close to sneaking up on myself once. Yeah, right? I hear you with that. Oh my God, I'm not serious. I mean, I did do that for real, but I'm not bothered. I like laughing about it. Wait a minute. Rick's like, I'm lost. So I've got to look for myself. If someone looks for me, shows up where you are, please let me know until I can come get me. You know, I'll notify you pretty damn quick. See, us addicts, recovering addicts, even addicts that are still you know, we can still at things what happened in our addiction. Oh, that's where Rick, you didn't tell me? Really? Rick! I thought you were my friend. Really, Rick? How would you do me like that, Rick? Oh, Rick. Why, Rick? Why? And Joe, I thought you were my friend too. Oh, God. Oh, my God, Rick. Oh. Oh. He's bringing your hot pocket, Queen. Honestly, Rick can go to hell for all I care. You're one of those men, right, Rick? You're one of those men, right? This, which is a good thing. Walugi, I've been there, regular visits. Want me to say hi to your mom next time? Yeah, you did her horizontal, not vertical. Because you hate vertical, Rick. You like horizontal. Rick, you hate vertical, but you did her a lot horizontal. You will, Joe. In time, on God's time. When you're not looking for it, that's what happens. That's what happened with me and Jim. Don't sound like my mother, Joe. Don't sound like my mother. That line, The Exorcist, comes from to mind. I'm dead. Hi, Dakota. How are you? Thanks for joining us. We were having a wild night chasing Bigfoot around. I'm single, Joe, but I think you're too young for me. Age is just a number. Age is just a number. Hi, Heather. How are you? Oh, Heather. Oh. Everybody give cyber hugs to Heather. She's going through a rough time. Her father passed away a few days ago. He's in a better place. He's proud of you, Heather. Cyber love hug! I'm 21 forever, baby. 21. Hell yeah. 21. 21 years, 21 with 34 years experience. Hell yeah, that's what I'm talking about. And I'm going to tell you something. It's hard losing a parent at any age. Okay? My father died when I was 16. Now I have my mom in a nursing home back in Jersey. And she's 84. My grandparents died at the age of 83, 84. And financially, we can't do it because of our car. Tonight, I'm going to, in the community post, I'm going to put requests like I always do. So if you guys have any prayer requests and stuff, you know how I do. So Heather, what are you doing now? Like, I hope you're keeping yourself busy. Because distraction is a good thing. I can only imagine when my mom passes. I am keeping myself occupied. How's your mother doing? Yeah, how's your mother doing? And how long were they married for? Joe, I'm 72-year-old biker trash. You're not trash, Rick. You're not. My mom is hanging in there, taking it day by day. My brothers are fine. 55 years, God bless them. My grandparents were married for 63 years. But nowadays, you see on the news where a couple's like married for 74 years. I'm like, what? God bless them both. Tell your mother I said hello, and I pray for her. I pray for your family every night, and everything. What time is it? It's 8 o'clock. I bet it has. Because after when all that is over with, you're still in shock. You know what I'm talking about? Evil, I'm 58-year-old biker trash myself, babe. Where you have been all my life. Don't forget to ask him about his horoscope sign. And don't forget about me at the wedding. Hell, I'll even officiate it for you. For a price that is. Because says I need to put my mom. What in the world? I bet you he's a Taurus. You know why? Because he's full of bullshit. I feel like I'm officiating, like I'm emceeing a game show, like from the 80s, like Love Connection or something. Links to. Don't worry about it, Dakota. Don't worry about it. You were saying you had to put your mother in a nursing home? When I talked to my mother at first when she was in the nursing home, she thought she was going to get out in a couple weeks. And I called the, he's a family friend. And he runs a funeral home in Denville, New Jersey, Normandy Funeral Home. And I said to him, my mother is saying that she's coming home in a couple of weeks, and she doesn't have no home to go to. And the social worker and him said they say that to make themselves feel better. You know what I mean? Where's Chuck Willery when you need him? Oh, he died. Should we call the Queen's Matchmaker Brigade now? At least you laughed, Heather. You have to have a sense of humor in this life. Yeah. So I guess I had to be the host of the Queen's Matchmaker Brigade. Dakota says I had her in a home. I took her out from guilt, big mistakes. I understand that. I have a lot of guilt having my mom in nursing home too. But in reality, she can't come here to Oklahoma. Yep. Because accept it, you just learn to live with it and move on. You know what I mean? Well, my mother-in-law died in her house. We took care of her, you know? But that house hasn't been the same since she died. If you know what I'm talking about. I just want to say to you guys, okay? I appreciate each and every one of you. I really do. Because we are supporting each other, uplifting each other, loving on each other, having fun with each other, connecting with others. Okay? And you guys make the Queen's Light Brigade, not me. I'm out of it. God has a big part in this too, whether you believe it or not. You are creating a wildfire change to diminish the darkness of the world. I know we're not going to get all the darkness of the world, guys, but we're going to fight like hell to get rid of it. And I think when people we are family, right? Sister Sledge, good song. And when the Steelers won the World Series, that's all he played was "We Are Family." And hold on. She said, "Hey there, Rocket Mama. Hope you're having a peaceful day. I'm having a rocktastic day." And there's, come here, Lunar. Look, Lunar. Yeah. Lunar. Lunar. Come here. Where are you going? You've been out. For a minute there, I thought he was going to take a shit. Lunar, come here. You want some treats? Come on. He's looking at me like, you lie, Mama, you lie. Come here. Hold on. Hold on. I'm getting him. Come here. Come here, baby. Everybody wants to see you, you know. Hold on. Say hi. No, wait, don't. No. Wait a minute. There, hold on. What? Oh, sure. This is Lunar. I like her. Say hi. Hi. Hi, everybody. Hold on. It needs to do this. It ruins my back. She was just like a little baby. He's a very needy cat. And lately, Jim's been putting him out a lot. And I told him, and I'm the one that. Here, let me say hi. Don't know. Not, oh my God, no. I'm not doing anything. He's purring. Keep him purr. And. No. Oh, he. I know. No. Stop. You're ruining. He. Oh my God. Don't scratch me like that. You, that hurts my neck too. You can't do that. I know. He's a very needy cat. He's a daddy's boy. I think he's here. There you go. Look at the camera. There you go. He's licking me now. You want to give cyber hugs to everybody? He's licking. You want to give cyber hugs to everybody? I think they want cyber hugs from you. Huh? No. No? Maybe? Here, let's do this. Yeah. Wait. Hold on. Ready? Wait. Hold on. You ready to give cyber hug? Alright, go on that. That's right. It'll be better if you just did this way. Because I have to. He's such a smart cat, isn't he? He takes it after his mama. Alright, here we go. Right? Ready for the cyber hugs? Give me a kiss. He just licked me. Ready for this? Come on, give me a kiss. Alright, ready? Here we go. So this is going to be a lunar cyber hug. Ready? Wait. Yeah, that's right. Lunar. I can't. No, my neck. Oh, ow. All right, that's enough. I'm sorry. I love you, Lunar, but sometimes I can't. My neck. I can't take it. Wait, let me. All right, don't. You get. Ow! Stop. Oh, that hurt. Oh. He just. I know. So, Jim has 7 pussies and a cat in a bed. I just messed that up. So, Jim sleeps with 7 pussies in a bed every night. Isn't he lucky? And including me. Yeah. This man says, I love you, but sometimes I can't take it. Does Jim say that to you, too? What, that he sleeps with 7 pussies in a bed? Sometimes he only sleeps with 2 pussies. It depends on foreplay when he does his chores. There he goes. He like the bottle rocket that just went off. Yeah, he does. You used to have 4 Rottweilers. Well, all right. So I had 4 cats back in Jersey. Rosie died unexpectedly. So Chips, who's the dad of Fluffy and Magellan, they came 1,400 miles to here. And at least they experienced Oklahoma for a little bit before they passed away. He had 3 dogs and 1 cat. That's right, I do have a big mouth. You know why? You know what that is? Because I'm from Jersey, so live with it. I got something for you. You haven't heard anything yet, honey. Look at this, honey. You say I have a big mouth? Yeah, I'm from Jersey. We talk like that. This is even a bigger mouth. Do you like it? Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Are your eardrums bleeding by now? Can you hear me now? She's like, oh my gosh, a woman after my own heart. I protest Scientology recently served in paperwork in a case. Cool. Oh, cheers, one. I'm in Baltimore City, Maryland. I'm so glad I discovered your channel. You're hilarious. I get it. I'm from Jersey. I'm nobody special, okay? This is how I am. Let me or leave me. You gotta have fun with them. You know what I mean? Get out of here! Yeah! If he was here, I'll probably rip his hair right off his head. Because we like to do a lot of pulling of hair in fights. We all need one of those. Ah, yeah. My husband's sick of it. You missed it. He came running a while back saying you called my name. I said, no, I didn't call your name. He said, yes, you did. I said, no, I didn't. Ah. I love you too, Heather. I love you all. I appreciate each and every one of you. You know, and if you asked me back in 2004 what I would be doing in 2026, I'd say I would probably be dead. But look, that's right. Everybody does rock. We will rock rock you. Everybody clap, ready? We will rock you. We will rock you. Maybe that should be our sing it. That should be our war cry. He's so... We are creating something greater than ourselves. And if you guys think of anything that will make the Queens Light Brigade better, I'm open-minded. We can talk about it. You know. You can? I'll take your word for it. Sherry, what's up? Oh, Cinnamon Girl. Cinnamon Girl, love hug. How are you, Sherry? I love you, baby. Dakota Marie, Linda Perry, Grace Lick, knock you out. God. Damn freaking. You're not in trouble, Dakota. How you doing, Sherry? What's been going on with you? You missed Lunar. Had a rough week last week. Hoping this week will be better. Hey, what happened last week? Amy, how you doing, girl? Cyber love hug for Amy. How are you doing, Amy? Inquiring minds want to know. We're just chatting, talking about 69 pussy and ayahuasca and all that stuff. Found out I'm diabetic and kidney failure and high cholesterol. My mouth hurts. I can't wait to... Hold on. Happy New Year! Anyway, so, Sherry, are they gonna try to find you a kidney? And I'm going to tell you something. If the doctor suggests you, oh, here's Ozempic or wherever else, don't take it. I hear ya. My husband goes through tooth pain. Paul's like, welcome back from Kentucky. Just dropped in. Well, I didn't see your parachute, Paul. Oh, that smell. There's a song coming to my mind called Ooh, That Smell. Yeah, they're doing their thing. as I'm smoking a cigarette. Shoot. I can't. What's up, Full Throttle? I'm gonna give you a cyber hog. Ready? Here we go. Cyber woman. I'm doing all right. Pop goes the weasel when the weasel goes pop. You remember that song? Yeah. Back in the day, baby, right? Where are you from? I'm gonna ask you something, fool. Where are you from? They're doing their thing, and I can actually smell it. Yeah, and he's also smoking pot too. And ayahuasca. The smell is coming towards me. And they live. Not like last night, Paul. My husband's cousins blew a whole, blew a whole freaking keg. Okay? And it scared the crap out of me. Okay? Yeah, upstate New York. I told you I was born in Warwick, New York State, right? Full Throttle. Upper Greenwood Lake. My father actually founded the ambulance squad in Upper Greenwood Lake, New York. No, I know you're from Kentucky. I'm talking about Full Throttle. Oh, that's nice. Are they hitting the house now? You remember? All right, hold on. There was a funky rap song. All right, and I can't find it on YouTube, but it was called Funky Chicken. Finger looking good, funky chicken. It was about KFC. Maybe the Fat Boys did it. Funky chicken. No, that's not. But back in the day, rap was fun. Rap was fun. Like Naughty by Nature. You want a little OPP? Yeah, you know me. Do you know what OPP means? Probably smells like a fart bomb laugh out loud. There was one time, and I was sitting here. This is months ago. And I was talking to people on here, right? And all of a sudden, there was a strong smell coming from there. Okay? And one of my viewers said, "Are you okay?" And I said, "I can't stand that smell." And I turned off the the stream. But there's times where they have the windows closed You could still smell it. That's how bad they smoke pot. I'm just saying. Wanted to drop in and say hey, saying my love to all of you beautiful people. Well, you're a beautiful person yourself. Jam on it. Yeah, I like. Rap was fun back then. Like Tone Loc, Funky Cole Medina. Derp, derp. I'll tell you this much. There were times, like when I first got here, all that, and I'm talking about Jason because he wasn't married yet. You know, he would smoke pot in front of me or drink or what. It didn't bother me because it wasn't my thing. But if he was being an imbecile and all that, I would just leave. I love you, Amy. And if you need me at any time, you can always put urgent in the comments or look up my bio and look up my email at my bio. I'm here for all you guys. I really am. I don't think I've heard anyone say I love you to me in a while. I said I loved you. I'll say it again. I love you. I love you. You love me. We are a part of the Light Brigade. I love you. Everybody needs to feel loved. Okay. And I know for people that are homeless and that they're addicted, there's a lot of times that they just want to be heard and to be loved and to be listened to. You're not offending me. Well, one of my cats, Lunar, the black cat, he was right there, and then they were shooting off bottle rockets. And it's the first time in Oklahoma where they're allowed to shoot off bottle rockets. So everybody has a whole arsenal, I guess. Yeah, but there's this song, Funky Fried Chicken, or Kentucky Fried Chicken. I don't know if it was by the Fat Boys or what. I had a cat named Mitzi. And that's something. Back in my addiction, when my in-laws gave me Christy without any court order or whatever, that was a disaster in itself. We got a little kitten, and her name was Mitzi. Now it's sad too, that situation, but yeah. I miss my cat Magellan. I thought, I named my cat the coolest name, Magellan, because he's an explorer, right? And I was talking to somebody online, and she said her cat was named Magellan. I was like, you gotta be kidding me, right? She said, no. And but Magellan is buried right back here. The thing about pets and having them is that they don't live long. Well, it depends if they're like outside animals or inside. Because inside cats, have longer lives. But if they're always outside, I can show you Panther. Well, not now, but he's not around. But Panther, I mean, he's a fighter. And every time I see Panther, he's all scratched up and he looks ragged. You know what I mean? But he's lived that way for most of his life. And I feel bad for him. Same with, like, Juniper. She's like the hoochie mama, like, in the hood. She has this derpy look to her, like, yeah. She's cute, okay? But she got pregnant twice, and, I don't know what happened to her kittens. I think one said she rejected them, and it was winter, and Jim saw the little baby. Never mind. And there's Mana, and, but they get fed by us. We care for them. I mean, we talk to them, and all that. But, Panther, always on that one shoulder ripped, like a chunk got eaten out of him and stuff like that. But he survives. You know what I mean? There was one time, like a few years ago, we had the back door open, and Mana and Panther, Juniper wasn't around at that time, walked in our kitchen. And the rest of the cats were like, like, what's wrong? And there was Panther and Mana in our bedroom. They did that a few times and stuff like that. But we have our tribe of kittens. I had Mixie fix and rabies shots. She's overdue for another rabies shot. Yeah, we just got notifications from our vet. And we can't afford it. But it's a responsible thing to do to get your cats fixed at 6 months of age. Because my sister-in-law was a crazy cat lady. Alright? Her whole house was condemned from having cats around, okay? And when I told that to my mother-in-law, she gave me this look like I offended her. But it was the truth. And so when Anne passed away suddenly, unexpectedly, she had a dog named Monster. And he was feral on himself. He wasn't trained or anything. Something happened to Monster. I don't know what happened to Monster, and whatever, right? But my niece-in-law, you should get all these cats and get them fixed. And it still wouldn't help. So we're not, you know, but it's a shame, you know, what happened with Ann's house and stuff. In Chester, New Jersey, I think back in 2014 or whatever, it was on the news actually, where $1 million home in Chester, New Jersey was condemned by all these cats, like, I don't know, like 500 cats or something like that. And my daughter actually fostered a few that were, but a couple of them were sick and they passed away and stuff. But I wouldn't mind having like a dog again. I wouldn't mind having like a couple cows or a couple possums. We do have possums around here. We have raccoons. We even have coyotes. You know what? We have trail cams in the back here. But yeah, it's expensive to go to the vet. Well, the vet that I went to for Rosie had 10. Because I said to the vet, well, I have 4 cats and 7. The night before, I put like flea powder on her along with a new collar, and I thought I killed her because of the flea powder, right? And the vet says no, that won't affect her and stuff. But he thinks she got a stroke or something because her one pupil was bigger than the other. Look it up. I forget the number of cats, but there are a lot of them. And but look up on the internet. Chester, New Jersey, $1 million home gets decimated by cats. And it was right down the road from my aunt, too, where she used to live. Any bears? No. In Jersey, there's bears. Not here. And they were all like sick. They were all diseased, and all that. I think they sent most of the cats to. Hold on. Not St. Francis. Maybe it was St. Francis Haven or something. But I mean, the most normal thing in Jersey is having 500 cats, water houses. Oh, there's been stranger things too. Dish, believe me. No, it was not me. It was not me at all. I plead the fifth. Hey, at least I'm getting better at it now, right? I'm addicted to the chaos. You know why that is? You know why that is? You know why that is? Because I'm from Jersey, baby! Jersey! And we love the chaos. We love the craziness. Because that's who we are. Give me some hair, and I'll show you some craziness, street fights and all that. It's getting darker, guys. How about that? Time to wind down, right? I haven't been drinking much of this lately, so that's a good thing, right? Somebody said last night, maybe I think it was Joe. No, I think it was Mama. She said it would be so freaking cool if we could all be on the same screen. Usually does this time of the night, at least it does here. I didn't know that, Rick. Thanks for the 411, buddy. But yeah, I think Mama Snoop said, wouldn't that be cool if we were all on the same panel? And Rick, I'm gonna bring her up. I'm gonna bring that crew up. It would be cool to have some of you guys up there with me, like on a panel or whatever. We just, But I was a part of a crew that screwed me over. Alright? And if there's a lot of people on a panel, on a live stream, it gets chaotic and it gets very confusing. What's up, Eugene? Where am I from? I am from Oklahoma. Fishing's like my phone is dying. Gotta go. Have a good night, Queen. Good night, everyone. I love you, Fish. Thanks for dropping by. When you're out, pick me up some Hot Pocket, right? You owe me. Cyber love hug! Hey, hey, hey! Yeah, my phone's dying too. It's like at 5%. So, we had a good run, guys. We had a good run. We had a lot of fun. Right, Fishing? You were hanging around with Bruce the Bigfoot. I'm going to tell you this, guys. I don't know. Don't take me at my word. When I go back to the house and chill out for a little bit and relax, maybe we could do something fun. What you sewing, Cinnamon? Sherry? With a sewing machine or just with a needle and thread? Oh, you do quilts? Are you a part of like Are you part of like a quilting bee? How long have you been doing that for? We have some quilts at the house here. I remember going to Kutztown Fair in Pennsylvania, and they have an Amish festival there, you know, and they would have quilting bees, and they're so beautiful. Sherry's like, I do Project Linus. They give quilts to little kids that get taken away from their parents. Oh, wow. I should look that up. God bless you. I have a story about my son and a blanket, his blankie. He was getting older and stuff like that. He was about 3 years old, and he still had a blankie, and he would be sucking his thumb, right? So, you know what my mom did? She actually took his blankie, went out in the backyard. My grandmother was with Sean, holding him up to the window, and my mom burned his blankie. What a mean bitch! Ah! I can imagine Sean's face and how he reacted and whatever. I mean, really, because she didn't want him to have buck teeth. Yeah, she actually burnt his blankie right in front of him. Unfreaking believable. Anyway, guys, I have 4% left in my. I made my daughter's dresses, my prom dress, and my kids' bedding. How cool is that? Hi, honey.
You'll be coming in within 10 minutes.
Well, my phone is at 4%, so.
Say good night before it dies.
All right. Oh, can you just say good night to them?
Good night.
No, say it louder because they can't hear you.
Yes, they can. Let her know that you can hear me, because you don't need to shout when you're this close to the phone.
Rick's like, hi, Jim.
Hi, Rick.
Jim says hi. Anyway, I love you all. You know that. Much love to you. Much positive vibes to you. I enjoyed this live stream with you guys. We had a lot of good talks about ayahuasca, Bruce the Bigfoot, pussy, 69. And when I say pussy, I mean pussy cats. I had to make that known. And we saw Lunar. You guys saw Lunar. And he gave you a Lunar cyber hug. I will, Rick. I promise you, buddy. I don't know if I'm going to be on later or not. I would like to. You know, just to probably just do some game or something like that. But if not, so Rick's like, be bad or don't. At least don't be caught being good. See y'all later. Remember to be bad and to be good at it. I love you all. Let's bring back the word human into humanity. Let's be the light of the world. Let's still spread that wildfire out and stuff like that, and let it just rage and blaze. And do some random acts of kindness, like say hi to somebody, maybe take a hike with them, open up a door for them, or like what Sherry does, make quilts. Come back on. I will, but I have to get myself a break because my back's killing. Lunar, I had Lunar out here. Well, you saw. And when he climbed up me, it really killed my back and my neck. I'm not gonna lie. But I'm hoping we can go back on the computer. But don't take my word for it, okay? I love you guys. We are the Queen's Life Brigade. And we are so proud of what we're creating. I love you guys. I hope you have a good rest of the night. I'll be praying for you guys like I always do. You know, let's put the word human back in humanity. And I love you all. Cyber lover! Good night, guys. God bless. I'll see you in the next one. Love you.